Business people spend hours every single week fighting with Excel just to get the answers they need from spreadsheets. Downloading reports, adding filters, cleaning data, VLOOKUPs, and all this happens before they can make a single decision to actually move the business forward or solve a problem. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to take any messy data or Excel spreadsheet into a CEO level insight in under 60 seconds using one elite ChatGPT prompt. This one prompt builds a personalised ChatGPT command that you can save. So instead of redoing the analysis every time you need to, this will do it for you in quite literally seconds. Most leaders think they're analysing data, but the truth is, the analysing only starts once you already have the answers from the data. And everything before that, all the cleanup, the filtering, the prep, is just admin. Every hour spent cleaning data is an hour not solving problems. Every VLOOKUP is time spent not fixing delays. Every manual report steals time away from improving margins or finding ways to speed up operations. And that's the big trap in modern business. Leaders drowning in admin disguised as analysis. That's why the issues stay hidden. That's why decisions slow down. And that's why teams slip into the classic firefighting mode and never have the time to improve things or move things forward. Filtering, sorting and VLOOKUPs are the potato peeling of data. It has to be done, but it's not where the value is actually created. Because the real value is on that pass in the kitchen, where the head chef is making the decisions, tasting the food, and managing the operations of the kitchen during a service. That's where the standards are set and the decisions are made to make sure the kitchen is doing everything it can to provide the best level of food to customers. So Michelin star chefs are not downstairs peeling potatoes in the middle of service, spending hours on prep work before they actually ever get to decisions that moves the business forward, let alone find time to start projects or improve anything. So I built something that cuts all that out, from seeing this time and time again myself. All you need to do is paste one world-class meta prompt that is below into ChatGPT. You answer 4 quick questions and you upload the spreadsheet of the data of whatever you're trying to analyse. And in seconds you get everything that you normally take minutes, if not hours, having to filter and clean the spreadsheet up to be able to see what you want to see. And here's the amazing twist. You only need to do this once. Because after the first analysis, the way I've structured this prompt for you is that ChatGPT will give you its own prompt and instruction specifically to what you are trying to do with this data, and most importantly to replicate this analysis. So whether it's next week or every single day, whenever you need to get the insights from this specific report, this prompt will be custom and work for you every single time. All you need to do is save it somewhere and just reuse it in ChatGPT whenever you want to get the insights, rather than having to do all the manual analysis and filtering and admin work yourself. And being good at your job shouldn't mean you have to be good at Excel. So this prompt is all about removing that admin. It's about going from reactive firefighting to proactive problem solving, which is the one thing that really drives value in an organisation. It's about running the business faster, better and more effectively than everyone else, but giving you and your team the breathing room to actually think and do about that, rather than running around managing the chaos of daily operations. So without further ado, let me show you how it works. So we're going to start with our Excel report. And in this instance, we are a urgent bolt supplier. We manufacture our own bolts from raw steel and raw materials. We put them through our plant and we make these bolts to order for our customers. And here is a top level MRP report showing the order number, the type of bolt, the production due date, the supplier that we're buying the material from, the delivery date from the supplier, and the committed date to the customer, when we need to get these to the customer. And what we want to find out ever so quickly, now I know systems can't show this and stuff like that, but this is just an example. We want to find out all of our orders ever so quickly that has been impacted by supply delivery dates and whether that will affect how we can deliver to the customer. So let's start here. And we can do this all the time. Imagine if you're the right person dealing with this, if you're the sales account manager that wants to try and solve the problems and make sure we're getting our bolts to our customers on time, then running a quick report like this every morning whereby we can download this drop of the Excel spreadsheet and pop it into ChatGPT to get these insights shows what you need to potentially check on or work through the business on a day-to-day basis. Now, you do this with your own data in your own world, and I know it'll make sense for you in whatever that you do. So what I'm going to do is jump into ChatGPT and I'll show you and work you through everything. So first off, here is the prompt that we're going to use, and it's just in like an online notes thing here, just to make it a little bit easier. Slide myself out the way. And this is a prompt we're going to copy and paste into ChatGPT. Now, first off, it's going to help you work through what you want to do in terms of analysis from the data. It's going to understand who you are, what the data is, what the outcome is do you want. And then once it's done all the analysis for you to show you how good it is, it's just going to leave you with a lasting prompt that we can save somewhere. So whenever you have this exact data and you want to do this exact analysis, rather than going through the manual way of doing all the reporting and checking everything, we can just drop this prompt to ChatGPT, drop the Excel spreadsheet, and it'll fire away for you. And I will show you that as an example right at the end. So let's start this off. So I'm going to copy and paste this prompt. Now this prompt is going to be in the description of the YouTube video. So you can use this for yourself, save it somewhere. I'm going to drop into ChatGPT, I don't know where I've gone, and paste this prompt. And let's see what it says. I'm going to get me over here. Don't mind mug anyway, ruining your view. And it's just having a quick little think. Strong brief, let's log in user first. What type of data is this? So obviously it's going to be Excel report from MRP data. I'm just going to do this live. This is just like you doing it. So just give you the context of all the information that it's receiving so you can understand it. Second question, 2 of 3. What is your role responsibility? So I'm just going to say sales account manager. Want to make sure I know of any issues for customer orders. What do you want to start achieving analysis today? Tell me the specific outcome of sales. Okay, so this is the most important bit because this is going to guide the analysis. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to type something in and you'll know then from reading it back what you need to do to get your own output. So what I've asked of you, I normally filter the data to understand any instances where we have supplier material arriving too late or production completion is too late to delivery to the customer based on the customer order commitment dates. And if I just open up this ever so quickly, customer delivery date committed. So, but to be completely accurate, we want to try and take these column names so we can understand exactly sort of what data is looking at and referencing exactly. I don't know why that posted as an image, it's strange. And then we have it. So I'm just going to put that in there. So what it's telling is that I want to look at all the instances whereby essentially something's happened in the business, whether it's material arriving too late or production not making the bolts soon enough that will stop us delivering on time to a customer, and show those orders. How would you like the output to be formatted? Short briefing, bullet list. So basically what we're going to ask for you is if you're only looking for that, then perhaps we just need a summary of the insight. So in this instance, I don't really care about crunching data and reports and having it all out in a table. I just want to know what I got to go chase, what in the business I got to go ask. So this is all I want. A summary of the customer orders and what is delaying them. Thanks, clear goal. Just need one last clarification. So we matched the brief exactly. You described what you included, but I still need the output format required by step 4. Short briefing, bullet list. Okay, it's want to make sure we're spot on. We're going to bullet, just to keep it simple and actionable. I think I put the spreadsheet whenever you're ready and I'll begin the inspection. Fantastic. So without further ado, I'm just going to drop in the spreadsheet view very quickly. So all you need to do is open up wherever that file may be, drag it and drop it onto the ChatGPT window. And once this circle's there, it's done, it's uploaded, and click. Now, quick tip for you, if you're ever wondering why you can't click this, is because ChatGPT's thinking. You'll see this will change from, when I click this now, it'll go to this button here. You always want the solid black sort of send button, otherwise it's either reviewing an Excel document or it's thinking like it is now. So here's your initial data inspection, 100 rows, 8 columns. What it's doing now is taking the instructions we provide you with and making sure it's fully understood, because it's looking at the data and it's basically saying, right, okay, I can see this data and I can see what you're asking. So is my logic correct? So I'm going to read through this, provide some responses, and I'll go over them before I send it back to ChatGPT. So in actual fact, reading through this logic is spot on. So an order is late due to supplier when supply delivery date is behind the production date. Correct, absolutely. Or an order is late due to production when production due date is later than the customer delivery date. Absolutely correct. An order is late overall when either of the above causes pushes delivery beyond customer delivery commitment. It's understood exactly what we want to do first time round. So just click yes, and now the next message back should be the information that we need to see. Here's your full analysis. So top level summary, there we go. Key metrics of the map, 27 late orders, 27% of all orders are late, 26 of the 27 late orders goes by supplier delay. So there we have it. We've told it exactly what we wanted to see from our spreadsheet, from our data, and it's done the analysis for us and spat it out ever so quickly. So we're not stuck in that spreadsheet. We've got action items from you that we know what to look at and what we're going to do straight away. And the last thing before I go The last thing before we finish all this, we're going to drop down here and just ask it to do one last thing. So as promised, how do we do this quickly next time? Even quicker than we just done it now. So as you can see, it's built into the prompt, all of this logic around production dates in the columns that we had to confirm in the beginning. All I'm going to ask it to do, can you now output a prompt that will instruct you exactly what analysis I want from the data first time every time? And what it will do now is last going off, give us this last bit of prompt which we can save, and it's answered all these questions, ready to rock every single time. So all I need to do is click copy here, save this somewhere else. It might be in Word, it might be whatever you want to, in your notes on a sticky, and this will do that analysis for you every time going forward without the need to do anything at all. So if I open a new window just like this, like you would, can you run this analysis for me, please? Copy and paste the prompt, and it will. There we go, perfect. And we just need to upload that data, and it's going to give us the exact same analysis and output that we did last time. But this time, what is that, 10 to 15 seconds before you do it? So it's analysing, and it will give us those insights back in just a couple of seconds. That's all from, instead of having to do the work ourselves, is using the prompt that I've given you to build out the insights, the instructions for what we need it for, doing that first analysis, and then having this prompt afterwards and saving it somewhere to use every single time whenever you want to use it. So I'm pretty damn sure that it's a lot quicker to open up ChatGPT and give it this data and paste the prompt and to do all the analysis for you than you having to do it yourself. And that is exactly how you can use something like ChatGPT to do a data analysis for you. A large language model, which is what ChatGPT is built on analysing and working through data and understanding the relationships between words and numbers. So it is absolutely perfect and suited ideally for analysing spreadsheets and looking at patterns or the differences between certain things. It saves you hours every single month rather than having to put filters on or work through the data to get the insights and the look and the view of the data that you normally need. Instead, you use a prompt like this. Run the data through to make sure the output is exactly what you want. Ask it to produce you that prompt to do it easy next time, and in the space of no more than 4 or 5 minutes, you've analysed the set of data anyway with ChatGPT, which is probably the amount of time it would have taken to do it manually, if not a lot quicker, and it's giving you a prompt that you can save, so whenever you want to run this analysis, whenever you want to run that report and get the insights out that you need, you can quite literally open a new ChatGPT window, copy and paste the prompt, add the Excel spreadsheet, and within 10 to 15 seconds, you've had those insights and the exact action items or steps that you need to go speak to someone or make the decisions you need to move forward with. And if you've got any questions on this or want some help doing it for yourself, or you want to understand how AI systems and tools and tips just like this can solve problems for your business and most importantly, unlock opportunities that, to be fair, you never really knew existed, then please feel free to drop into the comments, ask me any question you want, and I will absolutely answer, give you as much help as possible, and even potentially build one of these videos just for you, whether that may be a system, a tip, or some kind of help. Most importantly, I hope you found value in that. I hope you're one step closer to buying time back in your reporting and managing data. I'll also learn a thing or two on how beneficial that using ChatGPT correctly can actually be. Have an awesome day. Thank you very much for watching.